Okay, for today's BotBots reviews, we are taking a look at a Series 4 BotBot. This is SWAPBOX 16 from the Retro Replays. The Retro Replays was a team added in Series 4 that's basically supposed to be a bunch of like kind of retro technology, but like this guy turns into a portable game player, which is like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's retro by today's standards. It's definitely not what we have now, but like it's not a super old piece of technology, and also like I don't really get the point of the retro replays as a team because like the techie team already exists, and the techie team has like a lot of guys in it that are kind of obsolete technology, like a TV set. Like you don't have a TV set with antennas anymore, but so I don't really think that retro replay like as a team is like really that great of a concept, but I'm fine with more techie guys anyway. So here we have SWAPBOX 16. He is a repaint of a Series 3 BotBot, D-Pad Chad. And what's kind of interesting is with D-Pad Chad, I'm pretty sure that he's supposed to be held this way to be like a game like a tablet style game for like kids because he was in the Playroom Posse, so like more like toy aesthetic. Whereas Swapbox 16, I think, is supposed to be held like this to be kind of like a PSP like handheld type thing with like the joystick over here and the buttons over here. Whereas on D-Pad Chad, they didn't like highlight that detail or like the two black bars over here. Like I'm pretty sure that they're supposed to be like this, which is kind of an interesting way to use the mold in a couple of different ways, but yeah, still pretty cool. I think I do like D-Pad Chad ultimately over better. I do ultimately like D-Pad Chad better than Swapbox 16, but what one thing I do like about Swapbox 16, especially in this mode, is his colors kind of remind me of BMO from Adventure Time. So I really like his little, handheld portable game mode, no matter which way you want to hold it up. I like the colors, the pink and the green and the like lighter seafoam green. Like I think it works pretty well. It works on him too, but I don't know. If I had to pick one, I'd say I like this version better. To transform him, he is of course exactly like D-Pad Chad, and it's kind of a pain. It's not the worst transformation, but you start off by taking these little antennae and folding them up. And then you take his arms that are on sliders in here, and you kind of have to get fingernails in there and kind of pull them out, and they're a little bit too tight, which is what makes this guy kind of a pain. Same as D-Pad Chad, just they're not the easiest ones to pull out. Then you take the legs here and fold them out from the bottom, and then you take the sections of the screen here and you fold those out, and it's also a little bit annoying getting those out. You kind of have to I kind of just like bend them out and then rotate them out, which pulls out on the hinge, which makes me worry a little bit for the longevity of those pieces, but it's not too terrible. And then you take the head and you rotate it around, and there you have SWAPBOX 16 in his robot mode. And then real quick, I'll do that whole irritating process over again just to show these guys off together. Ooh, got right under my fingernails. Like that's the ones that are kind of, where the bit is too tight is just really annoying. I think it's even worse on D-Pad Chad than it is on SWAPBOX 16, and I'm sure that varies depending on like what copy of each of them you have. So like some people it might be the other way around, or they might both be fine, or they might both be a nightmare. But either way, there they are together. And yeah, he's cute. I like his expression, sort of. It's a little bit creepy. I don't know, something about the big wide-eyed smile there. Like on some BotBots it works just fine, but on this guy it gives me a little bit of the GBs. So I think I do like D-Pad Chad's robot mode a little bit better with his kind of like superhero aesthetics. Like either way, they're both good. It's just kind of personal preference, but I don't know, something about that face just kind of creeps me out. I don't know. Articulation is exactly the same as D-Pad Chad. You can rotate the arms, you can adjust the wings to your liking, and you can rotate the head and then the antennas, and that's about it. I mean, that's more posability than a lot of BotBots have, but still pretty cool. Yeah, and then he's not bad. I'd say he's on par with D-Pad Chad. I like how they've picked out the stars on his shins there, which was a detail again that existed on him, but it wasn't really picked out. So It's kind of neat when they do these repaints where like they have certain details that are sort of like left out on the original copy, like they're there, they're just not painted, so that they can select different details to paint on the repaint. It's a smart way of doing it that kind of builds in a little bit of differentiation into the molds. And a lot of them, I don't really see them doing that. Like sometimes they'll just like put the exact same paint apps in the exact same place, and it's like, then really what was the point of other than just like giving someone a useless, variant recolor of that BotBot? But they're different enough that I think it works. So yeah, I'd say robot mode for him. Despite thinking it's a little bit creepy, I do like it. I don't like it as much as D-pad Chad. So where I gave D-pad Chad a 5 out of 5, I think I'm going to give SWAPBOX 16 a 4 out of 5. And then conversely, for alt mode, I think I gave D-pad Chad a 4 out of 5, and I'm going to give him a 5 out of 5. So they just kind of swap places there. Like his alt mode better, like his robot mode better. Both good. And then transformation is not great. It's not terrible. It's not the worst transformation out there, but I am going to dock it a point from average, so it is going to sit at a 2 out of 5 instead of a 3 out of 5. Not the worst thing out there, like I said, but still a little bit irritating. So yeah, that is going to give SWAPBOX 16 here the same score as D-pad Chad, just with those two stats flipped, which is an ultimate score of 11 out of 15, which makes them a 3-star BotBot. So yeah, still pretty good, kind of on that higher end of the average tier, but nothing super spectacular, but yeah, adequate. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do BotBots reviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then other reviews on Sundays. If you've got a BotBot you want me to review, leave it in the comments, and I'll let you know if I have that one and can do it. But yeah, here we have BotBots Series 4 SWAPBOX 16.